Naresh looked at Ajay, then at the businessman, then at the paper, and then back at the businessman and spoke gently. I am terribly sorry, Sahib, but it seems that the boy is right. How dare you, said the businessman, almost apoplectic with anger. You're holding the evidence in your hand, said Naresh. It's the equivalent of a smoking gun. You must pay the boys 10 rupees. I will not pay anything. This is a scam. Naresh looked at his watch and said again, with his trademark patience, Of course, that is your choice. We can take a statement, but it will take a few hours, and I think your train is in 3 minutes? The businessman looked at the train ready to leave the station, its heavy engine chortling and throwing black dust. People were hanging off its sides and windows. Traders were already running towards it with tiffin boxes clanking, crates of metallic bangles jingling, and bottles of cold lemon water fizzing. A bead of sweat ran down the businessman's face. 2 minutes, said Ajay helpfully. Why, you conniving little railway rat. You might need to run, added Naresh with a quick wink at Ajay. With a noise somewhere between a snarl and a growl, the businessman took out his leather wallet and fished out 10 rupees. Thank you, said Ajay, beaming. The businessman looked as if he was fighting the urge to use his briefcase like a golf club. Better go now, said Naresh. You don't want to miss it. The businessman started running. He was clearly out of breath. Health section is on page 5, shouted Ajay, waving. Chapter 2. The smell of roasted tomatoes and crushed garlic and ginger wafted through the air. Ajay walked up the open platform and breathed it in. It was his lucky day. Nearby, away from the crush of passengers, Vinod, one of the older railway boys, lanky and gentle and, as far as Ajay was concerned, the best cook in Mumbai, was cooking on a small gas canister stove. Hey, Vinod, Ajay called. Ajay, Vinod said, looking up. There was a dark bruise on his cheek. Ajay frowned. What happened? Nothing. Ajay didn't ask any more questions, but he found himself clenching his fists. Vinod didn't know, but Ajay had once followed him to find out the cause of those bruises. Through the window of the restaurant where Vinod worked as a cleaner, he had seen Mahesh, the restaurant's owner, cuff Vinod across the face for missing a greasy spot. Ajay had never felt so helpless and had vowed that he would take Mahesh down one day. He repeated the promise to himself now. Plate up, said Vinod quietly. Ajay gave him 5 rupees, which would not even cover the cost of the ingredients, and took a plate. The curry was smoky and warm and comforting. Vinod was watching him anxiously. Is it okay? Not too much salt? Too much chili? Ajay slurped appreciatively. It's good, Vinod. You will be head cook one day. He regretted the words as soon as he said them. Vinod was a Dalit. Although the law said that he couldn't be discriminated against, Mahesh clearly did just that. He called him untouchable, of low caste, and wouldn't allow Vinod anywhere near the restaurant food. Ajay didn't know how to take the words back. He opened his mouth, but Vinod shook his head and changed the subject. You know that Mr. Gupta you're always talking about? Ajay's eyes shone. Of course he did. Mr. Gupta, the editor of the city paper, his hero. Vinod pushed his glasses up and smiled at Ajay's expression.